Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the webinar today. I hope everyone is staying warm. I know it's frigid around the country. Thank you for joining us for the Transforming Lives Through Pro Bono Financial Planning, an overview of nonprofits. And I'm going to turn it over to our presenters. We have with us Jordan Tobias and Rachel Roth.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. I'm going to share my screen really quickly. Give me a second. Okay. So again, hello. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Once again, my name is Jordan Tobias. I'm the manager of grants and programs here at the Foundation for Financial Planning, and I'm joined by my lovely colleague, Rachel Roth, who's our senior director of grants and programs here at FFP. And we're thrilled to be speaking with you all today. We know your work empowers people to build better lives through financial education. And today we're here to discuss how you can just expand that work by offering pro bono financial planning opportunities to those that you serve. So we're going to jump right in. And we're going to jump in with the simple but like critical question of why pro bono financial planning? And the answer is pretty simple. Millions of Americans, they need financial guidance, but can't access quality and ethical financial advice. And so that's where the pro bono financial planning service comes in. It bridges this gap by connecting underserved individuals with certified financial planner professionals who volunteer their time to provide this free, high quality, and ethical advice. And this just ensures that more people, regardless of their income, can take control of their finances. So now that we discussed why we do what we do, we could talk about how we do what we do. And so getting into that, the Foundation for Financial Planning, we're based in Washington, D.C., and we're solely devoted to one mission, and that's supporting the delivery of pro bono financial planning to at-risk people who otherwise could not afford the service on their own. And we do this in three major ways. First, we develop and support pro bono financial planning programs by partnering with nonprofits across the country. We provide grant funding, technical assistance, and resources to help these nonprofits create or expand their programs. Second, we recruit and train CFP professionals to do pro bono service. So many of these CFPs, they're working with wealthy individuals in their everyday practices. So we're just teaching these CFPs how to work with low to moderate income individuals. And then through our online platform called ProBonoPlannerMatch.org, we connect these professionals directly to pro bono opportunities with nonprofits like yours. And third, we're not just supporting the delivery of pro bono, but we're leading the movement. We work to foster a culture of pro bono service within the financial planning profession by like conducting research, building partnerships with major like financial institutions, and just increasing public awareness. And let's get into some of the communities that we serve. So this slide right here gives you a snapshot of the types of individuals and families who benefit from pro bono financial planning. Most times it's like during a challenging time in their life. So many of the nonprofits that we work with, whether it's our grantees or our nonprofits that are on our site, Pro Bono Planner Match, they're working with active service members and wounded veterans, people with cancer, at risk, older adults and seniors, domestic violence survivors, those who are recently incarcerated, single mothers, and just generally low to moderate income individuals. And really the list goes on. But this picture here just shows you our 2025 grantees and nonprofits that are registered on our pro bono plannermatch.org site. So as you see, they're all across the country. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to just like put your questions in the Q&A box, and Rachel and I will answer them towards the end. Now, you may be wondering, what is a CFP? And CFPs are certified financial planner professionals. We work with CFPs because they represent the highest standard in financial planning, due to its emphasis on things like ethics, professionalism, and deep financial experience. So to become a CFP, one must complete a comprehensive training program, have several years of experience working directly with clients, and they must pass the CFP certification exam. They're also required to follow the CFP board's code of ethics and standards of conduct. So this holds them accountable to the highest standards in financial advising. And an essential part of this code of conduct is acting as a fiduciary, meaning that they are legally and ethically obligated to act in the best interest of their clients. So this means that they must put their clients' needs above their own when providing financial advice in both paid and pro bono engagements. And I do want to make one quick note about the difference between the two, other than one is paid, one is not. In pro bono engagements, CFPs will never try to charge fees or sell any products or services to their pro bono clients. So these engagements are truly like no strings attached, and CFPs are just genuinely here to support and empower their clients. So let's get into like how they do it. So first, CFP volunteers help clients set and prioritize their financial goals, which is often a good first step in taking control of your finances. They can also help create or review a household budget, helping clients to manage their day-to-day finances more effectively. Many individuals struggle with debt, and so CFPs can assist clients in managing or prioritizing those debts to reduce financial stress and improve their credit over time. For those without a financial safety net, CFPs can guide their clients on how to save for an emergency fund or other major needs. And they may even introduce the basics of investing to their pro bono clients. They can also help their clients understand more complex financial concepts and products such as insurance, mortgages, and taxes. They tend to also help their clients in navigating like employee or government benefits like Social Security and Medicare, just like helping their pro bono clients maximize available resources to them. And before I move on to the next slide, I do want to just highlight like this last point on the slide. And so many nonprofits, they use CFP as like as a supplemental resource for financial coaching. So some of these nonprofits, they might have like financial coaches on their staff. So some of these nonprofits rely on the CFPs to fill in gaps in their financial coaching programs, or others use the CFPs as like next step resources for clients with more complex financial needs, like what I just named, the insurance, the mortgages, the taxes, or learning how to invest. And I just want to highlight one pro bono client. This is Zena, and she was a pro bono client at one of our grantees called Bright Paths in Virginia. And I think Zena's story just highlights the life-changing impact of pro bono financial planning. So she was paired with the CFP, and through her session, she just gained the tools and the knowledge to manage her finances. She was able to create a budget and plan her family's um, financial future. And this support helped her gain a financial foundation, allowing her to avoid homelessness and regain stability for herself and her son. And while she was reflecting on the journey with her CFP, she said, if I hadn't been introduced to Bright Paths in my planner, I honestly think I would be homeless. This program saved my life. So I just think this is just one example of how pro bono financial planning can empower individuals to overcome challenges and create better futures. So we can talk about how you and your nonprofit can help empower your clients. So this platform is called Pro Bono Planner Match, and it connects the CFPs with pro bono opportunities at nonprofits across the country. So far, we have well over 2,500 CFPs on the site, and we do have access to about 100,000 CFPs across the country through the CFP board. So this means that there's a vast network of expertise waiting to partner with organizations like yours. And what's even better is it's very simple and it's free for nonprofits or everyone, even the volunteers, to use. And it's just a meaningful way to bring financial planning services to people who need it the most. And again, that's probonoplannermatch.org. And I'm going to show you just a few examples of opportunities that are on our site. So this first listing here shows how nonprofits can address a particular community's needs. So this one is helping older Americans. And then the second one for volunteer financial coaching, this organization had a financial mentoring program where volunteers met monthly with their clients to provide guidance on budgeting, savings, debt management, and more. So programs like this allows nonprofits to offer consistent and personalized support to the populations that they serve. And this last one here with Bright Paths, they often seek bilingual Spanish speaking CFP volunteers to offer like Spanish or financial literacy courses and one-on-one financial planning sessions in Spanish. And so I think this is just a great listing of how nonprofits can pose for certain requirements to ensure that they connect with the right volunteers for their programs and their community. And quickly, we'll get into like what engagements can look like. So they're flexible and they vary based on the needs of clients. So nonprofits, they can set this standard or expectation. Some engagements are one-time sessions focused on a particular question, where other CFPs will provide targeted advice in a single meeting. Others are more in-depth, taking over 3 sessions to address like multiple aspects of the client's financial situation. So here we have 3 meetings. And so in the first meeting, the CFP volunteer would get to know the client, get to know their financial situation, discuss any financial goals, and identify key needs. And the CFP will try to determine like next steps, and they'll get information from their clients, like their income, what's going in, what's going out, to help create a budget. So the second meeting, they'll share any advice and guidance from that first meeting. They'll offer an initial budget or like a mini financial plan, and then they will answer any of the questions that the clients may have. In the final meeting, the CFP volunteer will review the client's progress, answer any questions, make any needed adjustments to the plan, and encourage the client to stay on track. And so these meetings can fall between like 30 minutes and 1 hour. And I believe that's just enough time. Not even I believe, I know that's enough time to review the client's goals, track their progress, and just make tremendous strides. These 30-minute to 1 hour meetings are very powerful. And I just want to show one more pro bono client. This is Victoria, and Victoria is a cancer survivor. She was a pro bono client at one of our grantees called the Angel Foundation. And that's an organization, a nonprofit that provides resources to cancer patients and their families. And I just want to go over Victoria's story for a minute. So when she first met with her oncologist, she was overwhelmed to learn like her initial chemo bill would be over $80,000 alongside the need to take off for a few months. And the burden grew when she was unexpectedly dropped from her insurance despite paying her premiums. And Victoria just told us that she felt like stuck and unsure how to like navigate these financial challenges. You know, it was a huge setback for her and a huge financial burden while she was going through chemo. But in early 2021, she began working with her CFP volunteer, Nick, through the Angel Foundation. And over 3 sessions, those 3 sessions I just told you about, Nick helped Victoria identify her financial strengths and challenges. They created a budget together. They prioritized her payments, starting with her medical bills, tackling credit card debt, her student loans. And with Nick's guidance, Victoria also advocated for herself. She was successful in getting her hospital bills waived and fighting back against her insurance provider. So she did reclaim her coverage through Nick's guidance. So Nick wasn't just like a financial planner. He served both as an educator and an accountability partner, and it empowered Victoria to use the financial tools and the educations to achieve her goal. I'm happy to say that she is in remission, she's cancer free, and she has gained financial independence. So that's the power of those 3 meetings. And now I'm done, but Rachel's going to pick up to tell you how, again, you could use our resources to empower your clients.
Thanks, Jordan. Amazing job. I'm gonna talk about some resources that we offer. So Jordan already mentioned ProBonoPlannerMatch.org, which is one of our most important resources, the way that you can connect to CFP professional volunteers who want to connect with clients, staff, anyone who needs help that's affiliated with your organization. We also offer grant funding to nonprofit organizations. So our grant application is available now until April 30th. And we give grants to nonprofit organizations, also universities, government entities that, one, engage CFP professionals in helping people in need. Two, the one-on-one engagement is important. So we really believe in the power of personalized financial advice and guidance. It's a little different from financial education or financial literacy, but that personalized opportunity for an adult or a young adult to get help from a CFP professional volunteer. It can be done through small group workshops as well. Sometimes that's a great way to launch a program, providing the opportunity for your staff, your clients to meet in groups together and learn from a CFP professional, and then perhaps have the opportunity to ask personal questions after. And then, as Jordan mentioned, the program should serve low to moderate income clients or clients in crisis who couldn't ordinarily access quality ethical advice. And there's so many different types of individuals and families who could benefit from this. People with serious illness like Victoria, victims of natural disaster. We hope to be able to help the fire victims in Los Angeles, people who may be buying a new home, women, older adults, we feel like the opportunity to get quality financial advice is something that not all people have, and we want to make it more available. Our grants typically are in the range of $5,000 to $40,000. We're not a huge foundation, but we really want to support programs that connect these volunteers to people who need the help. You can find out more information about our grants on the website, and we can also put this website in the chat for you to learn more. I'm just going to walk through some of the resources we offer to nonprofit organizations. The first two resources are designed for nonprofits to help you understand how CFP volunteers can support your organization. We walked through a lot of the information today during this webinar. The second steps nonprofits can use to get started provides 7 actionable steps for developing a pro bono financial planning program, from promoting the program to potential clients to recruiting and training pro bono financial planners. The third and the fourth resources on this slide are for nonprofit organizations to use with clients or potential clients. So we have a deck, so a presentation that can be delivered by staff at a nonprofit or by a financial planner volunteer to explain to clients how CFP professionals can help them. So who they are, how they can help, how pro bono clients can prepare for sessions, and more. And the fourth resource is a flyer. So we have a presentation and a flyer that you can customize and hand out to to clients at your organization to help them understand how connecting with a CFP volunteer could help them. We also offer a number of other resources. So if you start recruiting volunteers, you might find that some are concerned about liability. Often their E&O insurance that they use for their paid practices applies to pro bono engagements, but sometimes they're not sure or it doesn't. So we provide E&O insurance complimentary to CFP professionals who connect with a pro bono opportunity through our platform Pro Bono Planner Match or volunteer with any of our grantees. They don't have to do anything or sign up. They just have to connect with an organization through us, and they have to take our training, which I'll talk about on the next slide. We also offer other resources to support the engagements. We recommend that you use an engagement letter. And that's really used to define the terms of the relationship between the volunteer and the client. So it says things like no selling of products and services, no lead generation. It defines the engagement as a short-term engagement, and there's no implementation. It's good to just set out some of that language before the engagements occur. Sometimes it's not possible to have a letter in writing. So we also provide a sample verbal disclosure where the volunteer can just read a short paragraph before speaking with the clients that sets out some of those basic terms verbally. And then we also offer a volunteer agreement that you can use to set out some terms of your relationship with the volunteer if you want to see an example of that. I mentioned our pro bono financial planning volunteer training. This is a training that CFP professionals can get continuing education credit for. It's offered virtually online, and it just provides some of the basics of pro bono financial planning. And you are also welcome to take that if you're interested in learning more. It's not exclusive to CFP professionals. They just get continuing education credit for taking it. And we also offer a number of skills building webinars. Every other month, we offer webinars to nonprofit managers and leaders and CFP professionals, financial coaches, AFCs, anyone who works with a low-income group. The webinars feature topics like working with members of the military and veterans, helping older adults facing fraud. Empathy. We have a webinar on empathy coming up next week. So helping pro bono clients and using empathy. We had a webinar on financial shame. So these webinars are recorded and they're available on our websites, and we encourage you to check them out if you're interested. Lastly, this is Kevin, and Kevin is one of our wonderful volunteers. Kevin has worked with a number of organizations. He's helped cancer patients, he's helped widowers, he's helped exonerees. We have a wonderful program where financial planners help people who are innocent, who have been released from prison. So these folks have been in prison for decades, come out with nothing, and really need support in building their lives again, and becoming financially stable and secure. And volunteers like Kevin offer a place of knowledge, of non-judgment, and a friend who can be objective, who's not a family member, who can really help move lives forward and have such compassion for the clients that he and they work with. So I'm going to end by showing this video, and it'll really give you a sense of the impact of pro bono financial planning by profiling a few real clients that we've worked with. So give me a chance to, okay.
Oh, Rachel, I don't think we could hear anything.
Oh no. Can you hear me? It usually works.
Right.
Let me try again. See. Okay, hold on. For some reason, it's not letting me share the sound. It usually,
Should be a little box, Rachel, that says share sound when you go to
yeah,
share.
it's not letting me click that.
Oh, it might need an update on your Zoom. If you
It
want to
worked
link
during
in
our
there, I
test
can share
session.
it if you want. If you drop a link to the video.
Oh, we can
in-
try to do it off the YouTube. Hold on. I have it on my computer. Let's see. Jordan, do you have that?
Yeah, I can try it. Sorry, everyone. It worked right before we jumped on.
Yeah.
All right, let me give it a try really quickly. Um, Tell me if this works.
I can't hear the sound.
No.
Let's try it from the, that's funny that it worked right before. 1 second.
is what Ivy League universities you can get into with a 3.6 GPA.
Okay, we can hear your sound.
Oh, you can? Let me try
Yeah.
to share.
Versus your child needs three key factors to get into an Ivy League or top 25 university. And it's not having a good GPA or SAT.
Can you hear it?
My name is Raven. My son was diagnosed with
Yes.
at the age of 3.
My name is Darren Williams, born and raised in New York City. I grew up with 17 siblings.
My name is Nora Pfeiffer, and I spent 10 years living in Bolivia.
My name is Michael Billigrand, a retired veteran, amputee, single father of 3 kids.
My name is Rivka Coleman, and I'm a mom. I am also a breast cancer survivor.
I was afraid that I would judge. He wasn't judgmental at all.
I think I'm a financial planner to see where I'm at. That's how I learned about money, about credit, and how to really prepare for your future.
Our mentor, she never at any point was trying to sell me anything or get me to buy a certain product or go a certain way. This gentleman named Pat was just an amazing resource to us.
When I first met with my planner, that first day was just amazing. He talked to me and told me, hey, look, what we talk about here is between us. I'm here to help you out.
So grateful that I was able to get a lot of wonderful guidance that wasn't interested in anything else besides empowering me.
In the 6 months that I worked with Robert, he helped me to stay within my budget.
It was really an incredible journey that he brought me through. He gave me incredible pointers that I just didn't even think about.
My credit score went from poor to excellent.
Didn't really understand what net worth was. 3 months later, look, your net worth is growing. And I said, oh, it is.
I was finally to purchase my first home.
The best piece of advice that I was ever given was, it's okay to ask for help.
Once I had my finances squared away, it's like a big weight off your shoulders and you can be, more at peace. I have my own place, a great credit score, to buy a house this year.
Financial hardship comes with a cancer diagnosis. But with financial planning and dedication, you can still achieve your goals.
It is really empowering to know what options we have and to know what help and support is out there. Financially, we are in the best situation that we've ever been in. We did it with the help of our planner. I highly recommend getting a mentor.
I'm really grateful for that Bono service.
Whoa.
Last
Sorry.
almost.
The YouTube was just, whoa. That's why we usually share it off of our computers. But sorry for the technical issues and thanks for bearing with us. So you can see an impact of pro bono financial planning and real examples of how it can help your clients. So we really encourage you to use our resources, apply for a grant, register on probonoplannermatch.org to recruit volunteers. And contact us if you need assistance. Our contact information is here. We can also put it in the chat and send it out after, but we really want to help you develop your programs and develop resources for the communities that you serve and enable them to access high quality financial advice and guidance. And we're happy to help as much as we can. So that's it. We encourage you to put any questions into the chat or into the Q&A box. Thanks for joining, Victoria. Yeah, we really identify volunteers who have that compassion and empathy for serving people, and financial planners in general are helpers, and they really want to do more than serve the typical clients that they work with through paid engagements.
I've updated the event website with our
Thank you.
Well, Bethel, I don't think anyone has any questions, so.
I do see two in the Q&A. Did you see them?
Oh, I think so Alethea was looking for resources but found them on our website. And we will be sending out an email after with more information.
Sounds great. So, thank you so much, Jordan and Rachel. I wanted to launch a poll before you leave. Can you take the poll? Also, you will receive a certificate for attending the webinar within 24 hours. Also, the recording link for this webinar will be posted to our website as well. And then it will give you like the resources and Rachel and Jordan's email address. And you can also reach out to us as well. And we can put you in contact with them if you have any further questions as well. So thank you so much, everyone, and everyone stay warm wherever you are in the country. I know everyone's freezing right now. And everyone have a great rest of your day. Thank you again, Rachel and Jordan.
Thank you.
Bye.